the offense starting to hit his stride. Will need to hit his stride against the Michigan defense.
Handed off on first down to Juan Williams in the open. He's near midfield. So much for not running the football. Big chunk on.
Provided stability in terms of pass protection. Washington hasn't been sacked all too much.
Throws it, had a man. It's down low and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dorian Fleming. Had him wide open in that zone.
Which was Sullivan and Roeder at the time were as good as you'll find. So thankfully with the injuries, they've been able to rotate. And Wink Martindale told us he doesn't even ask, hey, who's on the field? He just calls his defensive scheme because he trusts Malik Washington.
Gonna get a free play here. Lofts it in the air, and it's gonna be caught just outside the 20-yard line. Shalik Knotts moved the chains on a big play for 29 yards from the 24-yard line. Handed off again to Juan Williams. Runs into a slew of Wolverines still trying to push the pads. Picks up 3 on first down.
Now here down in the red zone.
Trying to reverse. Now they're going to pass it with Washington. Now he's going to use his legs. He's got a first down and steps out of bounds inside the 10. Washington going to keep. And he's brought down to the 10-yard line. Great pursuit from Brandon Hillman. Lost his helmet, made the tackle. 1 on the play. 2nd and goal. Throw to the outside. Good blocking in front. And just outside the pylon goes Octavian Smith on the catch. Third. Gonna hand it off. Williams stuffed at the half-yard line. Decision time for Maryland. Fourth and goal. Washington to pass. Over the middle. Caught. Touchdown Terps. Dorian Fleming. What a drive for Maryland. Use that 6'3", 245 body. Extra point is up and good. And an opening drive touchdown for the Maryland Terrapins. Fleming with his 3rd touchdown reception of the year. Bryson Cusdall is the running back from Michigan. Underwood to throw it, slings it incomplete. Was looking for his tight end, Tony Ellie. 2nd down and 10. But the mistakes have to be ironed out. They throw it to the outside. Cusdall follows Max Bredesen with a block. A big gain on 2nd down. 3rd down and short. There's Jordan Munn that the Wolverines possess the football. Handed off. Cusdall up the gut and a first down for Michigan.
Next man, Sharon Moore, says they have full trust in their young running back.
Gets it again on 1st and 10, trying to get to the outside. He's got the outside, stays on his feet, finally tripped up around the 15-yard line. Another big gain. It's all Cusdall on this opening drive. He gets it again, and he's wrapped up by the Terps after a pickup of 1. Daniel.
And win these early downs.
Handoff Cusdall again, and he's brought down. Dylan Fontes got his hands in there and brings down Cusdall. Cusdall, the running back. They're going to throw it, and it is going to be caught by Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan. Flag on the play.
Defense. Penalties declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
What a dart from Underwood to Marsh.
Both the freshman out party last week, 12 for 189 yards, big catches and big moments, and picking up right where he left off with a nice fit.
The extra point is up and good. That follows the onside kick that gave Michigan. 2nd drive. Malik Washington steps up, throws down the middle. Catch is made by Jaleel Farouk. Just across the 40-yard line, they'll mark him right at the 40-yard. Nolan Ray is in the backfield. He goes in motion. Washington isolated on the right. Nice catch and spinning for a gain of 8 on first down. This is the opening drive.
The urgency to get those explosive plays.
Washington again back to pass. Little shovel pass out to Ray. He's got some space. Trying to get to the corner. He will, and pick up a first down in the Michigan Terrapins.
A first down.
Pull it out. Throw across the middle, incomplete. He had Octavian Smith on the slant. Smith didn't get his head around. 2nd and 10.
And do it again as Michigan's defense has settled in.
Pressure coming, and another incompletion right in the face mask of Dorian Fleming. 3rd down and 10. Jayshon Barham got a head start, but got movement from the left tackle. We'll see where the flag comes in and who they get. Manageable now for Maryland. They're going to run it. DeJuan Williams brought down by Barham in the backfield. Well, you ran it.
Experience with Bryce Underwood.
Play action pass on 1st down. Slings it, and it's picked off and dropped. Oh, that was in the breadbasket of Lavian Scruggs.
Didn't cost him last week, but will cost him at some point.
Flushed out, finds Marsh. Marsh trying to make a man miss, rolling with the tackle. 3rd down and manageable now for Michigan.
The top hash, wide receiver 1.
To pass, Underwood in trouble. Throws to Bredesen, who makes the catch. Bredesen stopped just short of the 30-yard line, but it's a first down. Just hand it off. Kuzdal following his blockers and picks up 5, maybe 6.
Max Bredesen, his number is called upon. He consistently makes the plays.
Handoff again. Kuzdal trying to get the corner, made a man miss, and leans forward for a Michigan first down.
Once again, he motioned down
so far for Kuzdal. Underwood throws. He's got his man wide open. Marsh found the zone, and he's into Terp territory.
Injuries piling up for both of these teams.
Freshman Brandon Lee takes over for him. Kuzdal bounces off of a couple of tacklers and able to get back to the line of scrimmage before being wrapped up by Lee.
Michigan approaching scoring position.
Underwood throws across the middle. That's the tight end, Zach Marshall, with the catch. Inside the red zone goes Michigan. Underwood flips it out. Marlon Klein has it, jumps over one, and he's out of bounds. What is it with all the hurdling by these tight ends, Jake? Maybe the last play of the first quarter. Jasper Parker gets the carry. Parker upended by Smith at the 5-yard line. And 1 quarter is in the book in Maryland. All time. 3rd down and short for the Wolverines. Kuzdal puts his head down. He's got a first down. Still moving that pile, but they will stop progress at the
dominant offensive line.
Got some confusion on the defensive end. Underwood snaps. Kuzdal's got it. Walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
There for the Wolverines.
3 freshmen have dominated this game so far for Michigan. Kuzdal, Marsh, Underwood. 14. Freshman Iverson Howard gets the carry, slips 1 tackle and gets across the 25 down to the 27-yard line after a pickup of 2. Washington to sling it, going deep. He's got a man with a step, and it's broken up. Zeke Berry got his hand in there and knocked it away.
Has a ton of trust in number 10, Zeke Berry. You can see why.
3rd and long. Pressure coming. Got it across the middle. It's dropped and intercepted. And an ankle tackle saving a touchdown. Another pick. Right now his sun is setting. There's a catch. Marshall again, his 2nd reception. 2nd down and 5 coming up after a pickup of Tefts. Kuzdal gets it ripped up, goes nowhere. Great play in the defensive backfield. Like Jalen Smith on the basketball team for the Maryland Terrapins. They set up the wide receiver screen. They've got McCulley. McCulley breaks a tackle through the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. Perfect setup, perfect blocking for 6. Kick is up and through. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, 21 unanswered points for the Michigan Wolverines. Washington, see if he can engineer a scoring drive. And there he goes into the open. Octavian Smith nearing Michigan territory.
Improvement. Said Locksley, we give you even more support. The best is yet to come.
Across the middle, and the ball off the hands of Fleming. They get 15 bonus practices, and the world of difference that'll make for this program. To the outside to Farouk, and he breaks through for a first down for the Terps.
Just to continue the conversation here, Jeff, or here, it's going to be a bright future for the Terps.
Washington steps up, sidearm pass, almost into the hands of Curtis again. Fleming has had some passes on his
feet set. That's leading to some inaccuracies.
Williams up the middle and slung down by Barham.
And this is where Michigan thrives.
Bringing pressure over the middle. Fleming got his hands on it, secures it. First down, Maryland. Inside the handles a high snap, handed off on the draw play. Williams crunched after a gain of 2. Trey Williams got his big body.
Terps offense.
Washington slings it. Catch made. Caleb Webb on the reception. Let's go downstairs to Brooke.
Possible to win games that way.
Empty backfield. Washington steps up, going end zone, and it's incomplete. He had Farouk and right through his hands. Set up the screen. DeJuan Williams bleeds through inside the 10. A third down and short coming up for the
bunch set. If it's man-to-man coverage, you're going to try to run a pick play.
5 wideouts. Washington. Trouble.
Him down on the line of scrimmage. Kind of a hybrid linebacker edge.
From 34. O'Hare is true. 18 out of 20. Kicking field goals this year for sure. 3 drives, 3 scores for Michigan. Handed off. Kuzdal's got a big hole dropped by Brandon Lee as the ball popped out. Who's got it? Maryland says they have. Gain of 8 for Kuzdal. Underwood throws down the middle. Catch. McCulley across midfield. 2 catches for 46 yards from McCulley, including a score. Going to throw it again. Get it to the outside to Goodwin. Goodwin wrapped up before the 40-yard line. Channing Goodwin an outstall
back in the first quarter, and now rewarding him with a little screen pass.
Kuzdal gets it, hit, and wrapped up. Joel Starlings made the tackle. Second. That's where they're going right now. Load up that line. Kuzdal gets that first down. It's like you've watched film, Jake. Nice job. There's your play action. Underwood steps up, and he's brought down. Bryce, I should say, Ian Thomas picks up his second pick on that second touchdown drive from Michigan that continued the drive. Underwood to throw it, goes across the middle, sets it up. That's Klein with the catch, third and manageable for the Wolverines. Jasper Parker is the running back. Underwood to throw, looking left. He's going to run. Underwood's got it. Almost took a huge hit from Reddick, who's back on tonight from Michigan. Underwood to throw it. He's going deep, looking Marsh's way. It's off the helmet of a Terp, and it falls innocently out of bounds. Good coverage from
here, but better defense by the Terps.
Underwood sets it up. Missed tackle on Goodwin. And then a nice tackle that time by Lee to prevent a bigger gain by Goodwin.
Number 86 for the fans at home.
Okay, there's your hint. Third down coming up. Marsh, he's blasted. Ball is out. They're going to say incomplete. Marsh got hammered by Glasker. From 38, and it is no good. He pushed it wide right. So Maryland gets the stop on third down. Drive. Washington to pass with pressure coming. Washington throws it at the feet of the defender. They had Williams out in the flat. Second down and 10. And they hand it off. Decent hole. Williams wrapped up. Hillman with another tackle. Pickup of 4. And it
kind of won the game for us.
Washington back to pass on third down. He's got Farouk a first down and more out to the 35-yard line. Big third down conversion for Maryland. Washington sets it up. Williams going across the formation, hit, and he's down to the 45-yard line. Again, a first down for Maryland.
Coverage and late getting onto the field here.
Washington tucks. Washington's going to run it, and he'll run it out of bounds. Good decision, stopping the clock. 1:03 to go in the first half. Bring an extra man into the flat, incomplete. May have been tipped. Coming up on the half week. Third down 7. Washington dumps it off and incomplete. In and out of the hands of Shalik Knotts. And I think he felt some heat coming his way. Fifth.
Special teams in general for Michigan.
Underwood finds Marsh and he goes out of bounds. 44 seconds to go. One timeout left for Michigan.
It's just such a beautiful.
Pressure from Maryland. Underwood's going to run it and tripped up. Nice play in the open field.
Think of your Sherrod.
Not doing it yet. He snaps it. Underwood throws. He's going deep sideline. Marsh got a hand on it, incomplete. He was zipping it.
Great Michigan wide receiver.
Underwood to pass again. Flush to his left. He's going to run with it. And he gets hammered as he goes down, picks up that first down. Chains will. Time ticking away. Underwood to pass, and he goes down. Sidney Stewart on the back end picks up the sack, and that is how the first half. Handed off. Kuzdal, left side, big hole and a huge hit. Wingate lowering the boom after a gain of 9.
Wow, that left side of the offense.
Third and short. Kuzdal pushes forward for a first down. There's that A-gap run that Michigan loves so much.
It matters to get those 5 guys playing as one unit.
Underwood to throw it across the middle, feathered it in perfectly to Klein. Into the red zone. Go to the.
Marlon Klein finds that soft spot in the zone. That's a beautiful throw by Underwood.
Kuzdal runs. Kuzdal to the right side. Touchdown, Michigan. Perfectly blocked. And Kuzdal with his second tutty of the day. He's got 2 tonight as the lead back for Michigan. Zavada kicks it through, Jake.
There's the chemistry from the offense.
Didn't see a lot there. Was a bit late. Washington to pass again. Washington finds his outlet across the field. Smith. And he's into Michigan territory with a first down for the Terps.
This year with all the drops.
He's going to run it. He's got a seam. Skips through 1. And he's out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds. Right around the 20. More pressure. Washington got rid of it. And it's caught. Nice catch by Octavian Smith. First and goal, Terp. Washington tucks it in, down he goes. Second sack. Body of Washington knocked him down, so a field goal try from 29. And O'Hare kicks it right through the uprights, so they convert on points. They're down by 15.
There, it looked like just a clean football tackle to me.
That was a tough one there. Jasper Parker gets the carry. Mike Pereira is out in Los Angeles. What do you have on the hit on this quarterback?
Due to protect the quarterback, they're going to make that call.
Got a defender to jump. They go end zone on the free play. It's incomplete. This will give.
To protect the quarterback, but it is tough, Jeff.
Underwood to throw it. Under duress, Underwood's going to run. Underwood hit, and he is stopped just short. That was a big hit. Labation for Michigan. Handed off Kuzdal, following blockers. Did he reach in? No, they're going to mark him short.
It did look, I mean, he reached it. I don't know.
Oh. After review, the runner did get the ball over the goal line. It is a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, I actually agree with this. I think the shot we had on the right is short. The shot we had on the left.
Zavada puts it right through, makes it 35-13. Big drive for the Michigan Wolverines. Indiana on a bye with Purdue coming up next week. Washington on the delay, hands it off to Ray and picks up 4 yards. These are the 5 teams that are in the mix for a trip to. Don't forget what's coming next week too. We still have a quarter plus in this one. Washington to pass, and he's got his tight end Fleming. Ball came out, but he was ruled down before the ball popped out. It's Washington steps up out of trouble, throws down the middle. First down, Terps at midfield.
Well, I'm sure the Michigan.
Bringing the house. Washington down again. Derek. Underwood keeps. And Husky pushes him out of bounds. Mike Loxley, a teachable moment here with his. Second down for the Wolverines. Trying to get through is Jasper Parker. He's brought down a couple of yards short of a first down. Parker for a first down. Scruggs with the stop, saved the touchdown for now. It's 1st and goal for Michigan.
These are valid. Jasper Parker that's coming in the summer. We think he's going to be special.
Parker gets it. Close to the 5-yard line. Mark him down at the 6. Second down and goal, and
part of this offense.
Underwood hands it off. Parker stays on his feet. Parker, end zone. Did he get the pylon? Touchdown, Wolverines. Second score of the year for Jasper Parker. Zavada kicks it through 42-13. Bryce Underwood is thrown for 2 touchdowns.
Winning if there's not resources committed.
Washington gets pushed forward for a first down.
Yeah, and really, I mean, you look at Maryland under Coach Loxley, he's recruited. Now with the resource commitment, you can surround these guys with more depth and more talent to turn the corner in some of these close games.
Smith across the formation, and he's brought down about 4 yards short of a first down. 30
Washington.
4-man rush, almost got home. Washington across his body, incomplete. Intended for Leon Houghton. Another turnover on
career in the biggest moment.
Handed off. And it's going to be a first down.
So, I mean, counted last week, the game winner, but he's got to find a way to get back to his normal self.
And he's going to feather that one in.
That's a good start.
Little baby draw on it, just like our producer Bart Fox's Virginia. They will hand it off. Iverson Howard bowls his way forward for a pickup of 9.
Shooter, sometimes you just need to see it go through.
Martin throws, sets up that wide receiver screen to Farouk. Picks up a first down at the 40-yard line. Freshman in it. Martin to pass. Martin slings to the sideline. Nice dot. Out to the 30-yard line to Shalik Knotts. Well, had 6 minutes to go in this one. Martin to pass again. Hit as he throws, and it's caught. Farouk, touchdown. Farouk with the score, his second touchdown of the season.
Go. Won't even put it in the hands of the officials.
O'Hare kicks it through, so 45-20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Kaapana got the carries on the last drive. Now it's Tomas O'Meara. He's got the left side. Nothing but greenery in front of him and knocked out of bounds across the 40 and back into
the foundation for Michigan's success is always going to be in the trenches, and you got to give a ton of credit to Grant Newsome.
O'Meara stays on his feet, and he's across the 25-yard line. Another first down for Michigan. They've rushed for
tight end coach. Now he's at O-line coach, and Jim Harbaugh used to say, and I played with Newsome, he'll be a head coach one day.
On the ground again with O'Meara. Close to a first down at the 15-yard line. Second down.
The sky is the limit. Future very bright for Grant Newsome as a coach.
O'Meara gets it left side, head down, and it's going to be first down and goal for the Wolverines.
Star wide receivers for the Buckeyes.
And Julian Sand was out in the third quarter as O'Meara gets it out to the 4-yard line. You just need to put it in play one more time, and that's it. Tin took Maryland down for a score on the opening drive. It was all Michigan after that. Scored 21 unanswered points at one point. And Bryce Underwood, Andrew Marsh, and Bryson.
Good job in their final performance before next week. The game. Bryce Underwood commits to Michigan, and I think when his legacy is over and he goes on to play in the NFL and play for a decade.